forgot to show it, but the car part inspection, everything passed. The gearbox is a bit mudded, and F2 was won by Iwasa. If we go back, Enzo Fittipaldi actually won the sprint. 2 Percent got P6. Ralph Boschung was the last to score points, and one in the feature race did Iwasa, as we saw, ahead of Boucher and Novalak. Jack Doohan got P4, Ralph Boschung got P5, and so Fittipaldi got 6th. Yeah, that's the mic. I really can't do anything about it. I don't think. Let's just see. If it's not any better, this is the best I can do, unfortunately. I have turned it down quite a bit. I'm again gonna see on my phone how it sounds. My laptop is not very reliable when it comes to that. So let's go into on my phone it sounds fine. Fine. On my phone it sounds fine. Yeah, like I said, on my phone it sounds alright. So we're gonna live with it. You're a ripe old age of what, 14, 15? Kushmaini finished last. Say Maloney got no points as well. That's interesting. Anyways, the standings in Formula 2 is still 2 Porsche in the lead. I am seriously considering hiring him for next season. I'm really considering it. 75 rated already. He's performing very well. So he's definitely on my list. Currently we're scouting Joe and Ricciardo. I mean, I did last season as well, but I didn't even use him in the end because I was gonna use him 2026 or 2027, but I never got that far because the game was too boring. And honestly, I don't care. It's my save. I'm gonna do semi-realistic. I know he's in Alfa Romeo, but I would think that if we beat them, he would consider going to us if he can get a good payday. So yeah, I don't care. Car parts development, we're designing a rear wing. Let's try and the top speed is going down. I mean, like, sure, everyone else might get him, but at the same time, that's not gonna stop me from getting him. And I think a lot of people are gonna think that way as well. So, yeah. Right. Oh, not front wing. Chassis. Another chassis inbound. Let's throw the hours. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm definitely gonna look at it on a stream. Optimize cooling. Who does that? Oh, I'm gonna do race performance. So top speed is getting a huge boost. Airflow is getting a huge boost, and cooling. Who cares about cooling? I wish there was a tire cooling system or something. But yeah, acceleration gets a small boost as well. But I do think this is the right way to go. Let's throw all the engineers, and 22 days. It's gonna be done, and then we have to develop it. I think we rush it, because then it's definitely done for Baku, which is a sprint. "15 days for a new chassis, which would be our third chassis. Oh yeah, so I'm probably gonna get Pushar as a reserve for 1 year, and then next season he will replace one of these guys. Unless one of them performs very, very bad, and I'm gonna replace them anyways. That's what I mean by playing it semi-realistically. Here are the standings for you, because you missed last stream. We got P9 and 10. Alonso in the bin. Yeah, supposedly they do, and also drivers are gonna regress, so they will go down in rating. So someone like Alonso, who's 4 points after 2 races, we might see him go down to 89 quite soon, because he DNF'd in Baku turn 1. But let's move on. We have the scout. And the scout's back. Ricciardo, as we know, 83. Zhou also only 9 months left. And it's actually scouting and check. So Ricciardo is probably the guy I'm gonna go to for next year as a main driver, if I feel like they aren't really performing. His development rate is low, but he's quick. It will be interesting to see if he could do anything for Haas. Albon, I'm gonna scout because he's been looking very, very quick. I have to... Hold on. How do I do that? Staff. Scouting team. Did I not? Oh, it's coming in 5 days. Oh, well. That's a shame. I didn't even know it. Alright, Gasly, I don't think we're gonna get this year because Alpine is just a little bit too quick right now. And yeah, after that, I do think Porsche is the go-to guy. Zhou is not interested, apparently. He's decent, but importantly, he's young. He's only 23. He has contract expiring, so definitely a good idea as well. Why can't you go around that way? That's nice. Anyways, let's go to the facility upgrade. Never mind, because we have a manufacturer complete. So we now have, I think, 4 of them. Yep. Now let's continue on to the facility upgrade. There we go. Now we can definitely do this. So scouting team, we're gonna upgrade to 3. Scouting, we're now gonna scout staff with this one. So here, I think we have the best one we can get. These 4 at least are not gonna wanna move, so I do think we have the best one. The technical chief is not something we need. Head of arrow. We could steal this guy, or the one I'm gonna be looking at is this guy, because he's at McLaren, and I think we can beat McLaren this year. Let's do that. Now the design is going to be complete. This one is not meant for Australia. Anyways, it's meant for Baku, hopefully. So 23 days. Which is well in the time for Baku, so we don't need to rush it, so save a bit of money there. And the front wings, we're gonna need to design a couple more of them. And not design actually, oh we can't manufacture. Because they are starting to become worn out, which is another thing I like. Oh yeah, I didn't show this. So this is the DHL Fastest Pit Stop Award. Currently Red Bull is leading. We're lost. But I think I have started to understand how the pit crew works. So let's see if we can... Yeah, they're resting now. So the estimated pit stop is at 2.5 still. Fair enough. I've started to understand how it works now, so I do think we're gonna see a pit stop around 2 seconds for us soon. But it's gonna take some time, but hopefully next season. Rear wing design complete, of course we know that. Red Bull leading the constructors for 34 and Verstappen leading by 18, blah 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 blah, that's the same as before. Race prep. Review targets. I think we can get Q2 with both cars. And I honestly think we can reach Q3 with a car. We've been looking quite quick. Finish position. I'm gonna bet some money on us getting a point. 2 cars in Q2 and two cars in the top 14. That should be doable. So let's head on to Australia. Practice for Baku as well.
It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix. There may be several street circuits on the F1 calendar, but this unique lakeside layout is like none other. High-speed sections snake through the heart of Albert Park, just a few hundred metres from St Kilda's beach. The Albert Park circuit is bursting with rapid corners and a long straight where drivers can push their speed to the limits. Good attention to medium speed downforce will likely make beating this beast of a track just a little bit easier.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. But at just the third round of this year, the title could be anyone's.
It's time then for another thrilling weekend of F1 drama.
I've definitely mentioned this, but I really like them focusing on other teams. It's like, it makes it feel much more alive, you know? So expected strategy is a... Oh damn! To be fair, Alpine has been awful. Like they have a car that's definitely fast enough for continuous points, and they just keep messing up. I do think Australia was not their fault because they had it was a restart with like 2 laps to go, which just wasn't gonna work like ever. Yeah, I mean, I think it's not helping that they have 2 rivals as teammates, but at the same time, Ottoman needs to be the one to say, like, you know, we can't do this, okay? Stop crashing. Ooh, it's interesting. Medium hard or soft hard is basically the same. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see, but let's do at least for FP1 we'll use soft as always. How long do they last? 37 laps this year. A bit more than last year. So engine, let's stick fast. Let's stick this worn engine. Now chassis, we're gonna install on car 1. It's gaining us a little bit, so let's do that. Front wing, we already have. Rear wing, we haven't gotten one yet. Hopefully it's coming soon. But that's gonna be so good. Side pods, we don't have one. Underfloor is incoming as well. A small gain on everything. Just a better underfloor. It's not gonna do much, but it's gonna do a little bit, and a few parts that does a little bit is gonna be a lot. Now, this track is very quick, but you need some downforce. I think anti-roll is going to be quite low. Cornering seems to be quite low. Let's just do that. And then for Nico Hülkenberg, we're going to do a set of softs once again. We are going to change his engine as well to the worn, or more worn parts. Car setup. He wants this way. So let's do that. He wants a bit more traction, I think. I guess we'll see. Let's try that and see where we can get. Something I did try out.
Radio check.
Good for me too.
Something I did try out was signing a...
Good day, Gary.
Yep, loud and clear.
I tested out signing a driver to another team, and they do get the right font. So if we sign, for example, Bottas, he will have the Haas font, but number 77. Really, really like that. It's small details like that that make this game solid.
How's the test?
Oh man, I'm losing the rears in the low speed. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's so when you use a reserve last year, they had the car they took over. So if I put in the reserve in Magnussen, he would just take number 20. But then they got their own font with their own number, so at least they didn't use the other number. But then after, I think we're gonna have to push these tires, which is quite good.
Just pick up the pace.
Copy that.
But yeah, when you sign someone, so I signed Gasly to Aston, and I couldn't see his number because he had the Alpha Tauri, which is like a grayish blue, which just didn't pop on the green, so you could barely see his number. So it was a bit of a joke. Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to push them, so I think we're gonna use soft and do soft hard in this race. You can push them so hard. Tire wear is a bitch on this game, but it's a good kind of bitch. It's enjoyable. Wait, I know it as what? The tire wear or the...
Any comments there, Kev?
Balance is good.
Aether.
The tire wear or the driver numbers. The driver number is like... It's not that deep, but when you have it added, it's just a nice thing. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. Like I said, it's not that deep, but it looks that little bit nicer when it's the right
Watch your
number.
speed in the pit lane. Just stop on the marks.
And basically, if you go back down, it's
Yeah, just go a bit slower.
Copy.
That's pretty decent. So he just wants the camber up. You can even lower the front wing a little bit, and now just bring the toe back, and that's just up the wing, back one then. And then another set of softs. Hulkenberg is doing quite well.
How was the balance?
Very snappy.
Understood, understood.
Snappy. Oh, Jesus. I've not had a serious incident. Like, we had Alonso and Leclerc crashing out turn one lap one. That's the worst I've ever seen. So once more, rear wing as well. Finish again, there. Wanted less traction. Cool. But other than that incident, and it wasn't even bad, but apparently they retired. But other than that, I've not had a bad incident. We just had Piastri spin a bunch, and Alonso spin a bunch in Bahrain.
Slow down now.
Copy.
Yeah, I really like. Oh.
Red flag, red
Oh,
flag.
that pain. What just happened? Oh, oh no. And that's a red flag.
As for the team back in the garage, that was a tough moment to watch.
Yes, it was a lot of debris then that we didn't see. I really like them. Collisions on restart dry. Ferrari things. I think it was what's his face? Joe's fault anyway, so he's gonna get the penalty, I think. Sainz and Joe. I was gonna say something, but I can't remember what I said. There's something I really like, but I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, tire temps, I think it was. I really like that they actually matter this year.
Might need to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah,
Also,
could be
you
that.
can have the tires at 120.
Okay, good job. Now pick up your pace.
Yep.
You could have the tires at 120 and it didn't really matter. Sure, the spins could come out, but not that bad. This year, if you have overheating tires, you have to slow down or you're gonna spin. So I really, really like that. Why does it take so long to come out of the red flag? I wonder if you should make a bug report about that.
Okay, that's the flag.
I think it's like when they're right on the edge. So if the tire edge is right on 115, it can say that it's a bit hot, but then it's fine because it's right on that teetering edge. But someone in the Discord server said when he asked about it that one of the community managers asked what we think about the tire temps, and it said it's great, I hate it, which is fair because I agree wholeheartedly. Now we're gonna do soft to hard. So we're gonna use one set of softs and then a set of medium. often good. So it's gonna be the other way then, but I can't really do much. Yeah, exactly. You can't just put them on slight push and push full fuel and just sim 16 times speed until the end of the race. You actually have to do stuff throughout the race, which I quite enjoy. Let's do that. Let's add a 10 laps of fuel. And the same for Hulkenberg, 1 for the stop. 25 laps of fuel. Let's look at the car setup. So I think it's gonna want a little bit less spring. Traction was good. I think it's gonna want a click higher. Cornering we don't know. Brake stability we don't know, so let's just leave them where they ended up.
Okay, green light, green light.
So Bahrain, it went alright. We looked good in qualifying and practice, and in the race, again we were just that little bit slower than Alpine, who is the 5th best team currently. So we ended up P11 and P12, 0 points. But it was promising, and again we got points in Baku. No, not Baku, sorry, Azerbaijan, so hopefully that can continue on today.
Pick the pace back up.
Yeah, copy.
And let's go back down to standard now that the tires are heated up. We did a quite good job of maintaining the tire temps on here. Actually, they are going a bit low. Yeah, so we're actually gonna have to push the stops so it doesn't drop too far down during the race. But that's good, we can integrate that into the strats and just push the softs.
Anything we can help you with, Kev?
I think we're quick.
Copy.
Not straight away, but I send them out quite early. Especially in like Q2 where I definitely need to make 2 runs. In Q1, at least with Haas, I think we're just good enough to get through. So I send them out like
Yeah, pit lane.
in the middle of the session.
Limiter off, please.
So if
Make a Kev,
something
stop
happens,
on the marks.
stop talking. So that if something happens, I have time to send them out again. Because I did have Nico lock up. So cornering. Yeah, that's fair. But also Ferrari can easily make it through, so it's just send them out, take it through. And then if you need to, you go again. Alright. It's very fiddly this. that way. Traction that way. There we go. And now a set of mediums, which we're going to try. Should I just set inters? Hope I didn't. It looks like I did.
How is the balance now?
It's much better.
Yep, understood.
$92. Now question is, which way? Up or down? I'm gonna guess down, and then we just take the camber up one, and we should be golden. Again for the mediums. We could split the strategy and do soft hard and medium hard for them, but I don't think that's the right way to go. It's better to have them both on the same strat, because otherwise the other guy might get pissy. Let's see how the mediums heat up. Again, it seems to be the same. And we have
pick
to
up the
push
pace.
the tires.
Copy that. Very low grip overall.
Oh, shut your face hole. Yeah, if we don't heat them up at all, 90, 91, 90. Okay, never mind. But it's right on the lower edge. Well, mediums, when pushing, is right over the edge. So it's gonna be a little bit fiddly if we do medium hard, but at the same time it's probably more reliable. Guess we're gonna have to wait until race day and look at the strategy thing.
How does the car feel?
Optimal. That's good. Let's leave them out then to get traffic sanitization, as we lost 20 minutes from the red flag. It isn't good. But at least it's equal for everyone. You is not doing very well.
How is the balance?
×2. Amazing. So then we can just leave them out and hopefully it's like 98, I believe. It should be. Yeah, I honestly think it's a bit easier. So it's a bit harder. Oh, it's apparently coming in this lap. That's annoying. I honestly find it a bit easier. It's harder right out the gate because you have such a big window. But you only need to get it somewhat right before that window closes up so fast that it is quite easy to get something like this. And now I could fiddle with this, but honestly I don't really need to. Yeah, I would sim, but I don't trust the game because it uses yeah, that's just so it uses up tires in a
Checkered flag.
realistic way, but it uses up wrong tires for me. Yeah, fair. Like, I understand why someone would. I would also quick sim it because it is a bit tedious, and just do like FP3 because it's quite easy to get the setups. But as I said, it uses up the tires wrong for me, and I have a plan on how to use the tires, which is why I just do practice. Let's see, you're 99. Damn. Let's do that then and see if that helps anything. So we're gonna do hards. We're gonna put 40 laps of fuel. And after hards, we'll put on another set of mediums. And same goes for you, 40 laps of fuel.
That should be the green light.
I really like how... Oh. That's not our cars, right? Album. I really like how F1 or Motorsport Manager did feedback, because they did the same, like 1 through 5, but they then came on the radio and said, "Oh, I need more downforce," so you knew like instantly that, oh, I'm gonna need to add a bit of front wing or a bit of rear wing because they want more downforce. And that's something I think this game should take. And go like, oh, I need... That's why we're so like, oh, we need more downforce to be more competitive.
How does the car feel?
Oh, that's not good.
I'm happy here.
Copy.
At least we know which way to go now. So that way, and then just oop. Oop. Nope, wrong one. There we go. We can always just revert it if needs be. Let's see what Hulk does as well. So slow with getting feedback. We're definitely gonna need a...
Okay, feedback.
Again, not good. And let's just revert because we had 99 anyways. so much feedback coming in on the Discord server. I really like that from the piece.
How does the car feel, Kev?
There we go. Yeah, let's just max out the traffic acclimatization now. Do this we can. How is someone already in Monza? What the fuck? I should try to probably just push everything over here and speeding through races, which I don't want to do.
That's the checkered flag.
There you go. So, on to qualifying we move. We were firmly at the back, but we did not use soft tires at all. So, let's not look too much into that. Look at that! 99 driver prep for both. Come on. That's very, very solid.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated qualifying session.
The session will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3. With the slowest 5 drivers eliminated from each period, their best times will determine the grid for the upcoming race.
Now, Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
And with that, let's get back onto the track.
Yeah, I mean, unless they crash in quali, which can happen. I had Hulkenberg on peak confidence on the last stream. It was so cool. Let's see. That set of softs. That set of softs. Oh yeah, car parts. Engine. So we're gonna stick in this engine again. And we're actually gonna change the gearbox as well. Something I've seen, which I can't confirm yet, but I think that rule changes are gonna include how many engines and stuff you get. I think that can change now from season to season, which I really, really like. One plan lap, yes. Yeah, I did a Alfa Romeo save in my free time, and Zhou,
Green light.
Guan Yu crashed, so he messed up. His gearbox was at like 0, and I think his engine was at like 40, or vice versa. So he basically wasted a set of each, and his ERS is at like 40 as well. Charlie, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about the mic. I have it on. Right, I'm gonna just check so that actually applied, but I'm fairly sure it's on the highest setting it goes. Audio devices, adjust microphone level. Oh. Never mind. How's this? Is this better? Is this high enough? I'm doing very well, Charlie. How about yourself? Oh, nice, lovely. Hopefully the game isn't gonna be picked up twice, but if it does, I'll have to lower my TV volume. But yeah, I'm doing well, Charlie. How are you doing? Let's get this gap. Nice, glad to hear that. Hulkenberg got absolutely screwed. Let's hope he can get through.
Stay
K-Mag
negative on the delta.
P3.
Mode in,
Hulkenberg,
please. Mode in.
yikes, that's what, 0.6 behind Magnussen? Same lap time as Piastri as well. Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna send Hulkenberg out again on the same set of tires and see if that... I think Magnussen's safe. So it's early access for what's it called? The deluxe edition or whatever it's called. Which yeah, you can, and if you want to buy the deluxe edition, you get instant access. So many cars. There we go. Exactly. Hulkenberg does not get any traffic this time. He
Okay, you're currently P3.
goes to P3. What
It's a very good
the?
lap. Press the in button.
That's P4 for Nico Hulkenberg. He's ahead of the Mercs. What on earth just happened? Stroll is down in P8 behind K-Mag. I think we're going out again then, on the same set of tires from Magnussen as well. No, we're gonna... Actually, no, never mind. We're gonna save the set of softs. No point wasting... Verstappen only P7! What's going on? Sargent crossed the line. Did not improve. Gasly is stuck behind a Red Bull. Piastri in the bin. Yuki, I think he's starting a lap. Bottas, let's see from his point of view. Just to show this off as well. Helmet cam. So incredible. Bottas currently in the drop zone. Needs to find what's a half a second. I don't think it's gonna do that. Bro, I love this view. It's so good. Honestly, if there was an editor, I would buy it, and I would put myself in, and I would just do a driver career mode in this game. It's so crazy. It definitely does. It's so good. Here we go, Sergio Perez is starting his hot lap. Is he gonna go out in Q1? Is he gonna be realistic? Through turn 4, it's looking solid for him right now. Through 5, don't know if this counts as corners. It goes a little bit wide, I think. Solid line through there. Absolutely yeets it into this, which he needs to do. It needs what? A second, 1.3 seconds. As checkered flag is out. We are already through, based on the cars finished. And Perez comes towards the line and goes P1. That's depressing. Piastri out in Q1 once again. The McLaren isn't good. He isn't very good in this game, which is a big shame. I was hoping he was gonna go out and then he just goes P1. That's that's a bit sad. But based on that, we can easily make Q3. That's exciting times. Start on the old set. Same for you. They're obviously gonna be a bit worn, but what's the weather saying? Dry. Cloudy but dry. I beg Baku is just pure wet. Right. We're gonna aim for this gap here. And we get it. And we hold up Verstappen, and now he's gonna repay us the favor.
So P4 at the moment, Kev.
That's a solid lap from Magnussen
Okay,
on old tires.
Copy that.
Hulkenberg obviously isn't even older.
Okay, Nico. So we're in P8 now. Good clean lap. Press in button, and we will box now,
Yep.
As I was saying, yeah, Hulkenberg obviously on very old tires, so he's probably gonna have to go out again. Leclerc! Charles Leclerc, P9! Verstappen only, only P7 for Verstappen.
Box. Watch your speed in the pit lane. Okay, Kev, so stop on the marks. Pit lane.
switch to the pit limit to on. Stop on the marks, find pre-start rev, switch off.
Yeah, Leclerc is not gonna go through on that. Like, definitely not. Hulkenberg. It's chassis for both. In Saudi, only Hulkenberg had the chassis upgrade. Now K-Mag has it, and he's P4, but also 2 very weak laps from Verstappen and Leclerc. And Hamilton, I just noticed, is in P11. And now Perez is coming through. He's gonna go P1. I think. Unless that Ferrari held him up. No, P2. So it might have gotten a little bit held up. But we could honestly make it through on old tires with K-Mag. Now, I'm not gonna risk that, but it would be insane. That's a, what, 119.1 from Magnussen? Would be interesting to see if that goes through. But unfortunately, Gasly can improve, Russell can improve, Verstappen can improve, Leclerc and Hamilton can improve. I am not risking it. I am not Ferrari. I am not Ferrari. I am only a Ferrari fan. I only need to go out like right now. No, we're not risking not going through here. Taking Hamilton's back as well.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
It would be very risky. Let's see, Magnussen goes nowhere, P9 only. Hulkenberg goes P7. See this. We have Gasly now on a hot lap. Is he gonna ruin our party? I think Magnussen was affected by dirty air too much. Unfortunately. With Gasly does not improve. Sargent is the only one who can put us in the bin. And he is into the box. He made it through. I did not. Come on. We're looking very, very quick, by the way. Hulkenberg is ahead of Hamilton. I don't know what's going on. My drivers are very, very quick. Right. Compounds. We're again using old sets to start, because I want 2 sets for the race. Podiums, I don't think so. The cars ahead is so quick. The Red Bulls are like years ahead. They're like Robo and everyone else is Premier. Yeah, I think chassis is a very good upgrade to do. Again, old sets. Oh, okay. Here we go, Q3. I don't think we're quite ready for a podium, but I do think, with a bit of luck, we could get a P6, P7? Somewhere around there, if we can beat both Alpines. Let's
That should be the green light.
get 2 cars ahead. Just trying to anticipate where traffic will be. Not that bad. Let's see what lap times we set. Remember, this is old tires anyways. Kema goes 0.3 behind.
Stay negative on your delta.
And
Okay, Kev,
Hulkenberg
so that's mode in,
0.6,
please.
so I think he was a
Copy
bit
that.
affected by
You're P4 right now. Very
Stroll.
good improvement on that lap. So let's press in button, press in button.
Copy that.
Stroll goes to P3. He's 2 tenths ahead of Magnussen. And now we're putting on the fresh set that we're using at the end of the session. Now we wait. Alright, we're gonna let these cars go. We're gonna put Hulkenberg out first. And then K-Mag. I think they have good gaps. I think that message was delayed, Schizo. Because I saw that when I had already fast forwarded a bit. Let's
Checkered flag.
quick fast forward a little bit more, taking a long time. So Leclerc at best P2, Russell best P7, Verstappen doesn't get better than 6th, Hulkenberg is gonna start P10, K-Mag did not improve, so it is P9 and P10 in the end. But I do honestly think we could maybe challenge Merck. And for some reason, Verstappen completely in the mud. I don't know what's going on with Max. He's half a second off Perez. Yeah, a very nice Q3 for both cars. It's the second time in 3 races. So, yeah, let's convert this to a double points again. Albon with a penalty. That's about it.
Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
Albert Park often seems to set teammate against teammate. From Hill and Villeneuve dueling for the 1996 win, to Bottas beating fellow Mercedes driver and pole sitter Hamilton to the win in 2019. The weather is very overcast here. Strategies might have to be quite flexible going into today's race.
Exciting choices lie ahead then for the teams and their drivers here in Melbourne. So let's see what happens.
Okay, time for race. Let's see. I think we're gonna do soft hard. Yeah, that looks about right. How is it if we push? Because we're gonna have to. Right, so we wanna basically come in lap 18 and 19. Because the softs, we can't heat them up basically. So lap 18, lap 19 is our box laps. Compounds, we're using our 100% set and 100% set, because we have 2 anyways. We're taking 3 laps of extra fuel so we can push. Pace mode and ERS always all the way up off the start. Here we go. Race time for Australia. Or not. There we
The
go.
fans here in Melbourne are all set, as are the drivers, heading into 58 laps around Albert Park. Time for Oscar Piastri to show what he can do.
They sit in 17th, and let's be honest, no one wants to be at the back of the pack. But can they impress us here?
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. Get ready for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Magnussen had a good start up into P8. Hulkenberg is dropping. Quite quickly, and just gonna go back to aggressive.
Copy.
We
We're
need to
gonna
back off.
go for aggressive moves.
Okay, you got this.
Yeah.
Kevin Magnussen is fighting. You as well, high risk overtakes.
You've got the pace. You can do this.
Copy.
So again, the Alpine gets just ahead of us. Oh, and he cuts him off. Hulkenberg stuck behind Sargent. And we are gonna go back to neutral on both cars now. But we'll turn on battle assist.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, remember mode push.
Copy that.
They're starting to calm down a little bit now. Let's simulate a little bit. Let's see what happens. Hulkenberg is actually dropping Albon now. And tires are overheating.
DRS enabled. P12. That's Sargent ahead. Okay, back off.
Copy.
Mode push.
Copy.
Alright, we're now... So we have lost a position with Magnussen. Actually we haven't. We're still P9 with him. But we've lost Gasly, but we've gained Hamilton, so... The Mercs is not looking very strong here. We need to stay with Gasly though. We also need to cool these tires down.
Yeah, just go a bit slower.
Yep.
Let's do this. Come on, Hulk. Nope. Tsunoda locked up, turn 11. Hulkenberg is ahead now. Let's push him on.
Let's just put our head down.
Okay, copy.
K-Mag is still
Might need to pick up the pace a little bit.
behind Gasly, but right now we're in a good part of the field because we can sit here and just keep up with him and try and take P8 from him later. We could even do that.
Charge on. Copy.
Try and charge up the battery. Hulkenberg needs to try and get away.
Mode push, mode push.
We'll push on for a little bit. He's gonna get DRS, so he will close up now.
In clear, I would be so much faster.
Keep pushing.
He's gonna go right round the outside.
Let's go.
Excellent work, Kev.
Lovely move. Nico. Now you really need to push on.
No tire managing required. Let's use it.
So tricky to pull away on this track. Gasly has gone back past, but that's completely fine.
Come on, Kev. Copy.
Okay, we're out of the DRS.
Copy.
Couldn't quite do it, unfortunately, I think.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
I did get DRS.
Copy.
Which is such a shame. Yeah, we'll stay in this train with K-Mag, hopefully. Actually, let's use deploy on these.
Mode
Two
push.
straight.
Copy.
Hulk has
Just hold back a little bit.
pulled away. Which is what we wanted. There he goes, he's gonna send it. Not quite yet. Lines are looking a little bit wonky at times, but here he goes, round the outside. It's gonna turn to the inside. And we are ahead of Pierre Gasly. And there's a VSC. So, instantly harvest, let's do that. Conserve, harvest.
Right then, we can take a look
Oh,
now.
that's the overtake. Around the outside, we love that. What happened?
VSC.
Norris. Oh, he did not take his teammate with him, luckily. Oh, he just lost the back end, and yeah, it's the wall.
And just like that, the hopes of the team start to dwindle.
On the wall, 15. Possible gravel.
Good, everyone's okay. I think they're working towards driver injuries. Well, when it's ending then.
VSC ending.
Here we go then. So we're push, neutral, and then push, neutral.
Pick the pace back up.
Copy.
Here we go.
DRS enabled.
Magnussen still right behind Hamilton. Hulkenberg is there or thereabouts, with 3 seconds back, which he can still definitely do something from there. Overtake position is on high, good. Yeah, Hulkenberg in a lovely little gap here. Let's simulate forward a bit. He gets up into P8. And we have pulled away a little bit. The pit window is here. Apparently the tires are overheating a bit, but honestly, we could continue on the softs past the pit window now, which we are going to do. We have another crash.
And there's been quite a crash.
And it's De Vries. He tries to move around the outside, switches to the inside and gets it wrong. Taps the wall. But he actually gains the spot, which is...
And clearly then, not what everyone in the garage would have wanted to see.
It wasn't that bad. Yeah, he lost a little bit of front wing, but he got this place. Yeah, Magnussen currently P8, Hulkenberg. Still that little bit behind. Hamilton has caught back up. That's not something we're that worried about. What are the tires saying? We have quite good tire wear. A lot of medium runners as well. So optimal tire switch is this lap, but obviously we have a lot more tire wear than we expected, so we're gonna go to the end of the pit window. I don't like that. I like interval. We are gonna push Hulkenberg a little bit.
Pick up the pace now.
Copy.
See if we can catch up to this group. Magnussen is now actually behind Hamilton, but that's still okay. His tires are actually worse than ours, so let's push ours a little bit then.
Let's pick up the pace.
Copy.
And I think what we're gonna box next lap. Box next lap.
Boxing this lap.
No.
Copy box.
We're boxing next lap. So let's just push
Let's
the tires.
concentrate on clean laps as fast as you can.
Copy. I'm way faster than these guys.
Have everything to use. So Magnussen is boxing this lap, we're boxing Hulkenberg next lap.
And we will box now.
Yeah, happy to box.
Goes for it. Up the inside. Can he get the exit he wants? He does. But he can't quite make it. And now we're into the box for a set of hard tires.
Okay.
Let's see what pit stop we can make. 2.541, let's go. And that's a pretty good box time. Now Hulkenberg is coming in. And now we can move this back.
Slow down now.
Let's see what Hulkenberg can do. 2.495. Let's go, team. He comes out just behind Kevin Magnussen. And now tires are up to temp.
We need a back off.
Copy that.
And now, yeah, we're basically just gonna be waiting for everything to kick off. Stroll had a pit stop issue. Unfortunately, we are a little bit too far back to capitalize. Now Russell goes in and Hamilton crucially goes in. And they are out ahead of us. Everyone goes to mediums. I'm surprised that we again have used a higher tire compound. They've gone soft medium. I'm really surprised. Did not see that coming. Their tires will be dead at the end though. We can definitely get ahead here.
Mode push.
Got it.
Come on. Not quite close enough.
In clear air, I would be so much faster.
A long way to go.
Hulkenberg is 1.4 off. And here we go, he should get a good exit here. Can't quite get close enough. Let's let him send. Do that.
Okay, remember mode push.
Okay.
No, he can't do it, so let's go back to neutral then. The important thing is now to stay with these guys. That's not gonna help us. Oh, get out of the way, Albon. Come on. Joe. Virtual red flag. That's not good. Well, it's alright. It's alright.
Okay, red flag, red flag.
I mean, it does put us down. Oh well.
Baldy.
It does put us down. But we can put on mediums to the end.
We're set once more, and soon we'll continue this race. And it's lights out, and away we go.
It's not great, but it's not awful. Let's deploy. And also make sure we are on high aggression.
Mode push, please. Mode push.
Copy.
Hulkenberg has gotten ahead. I think everyone, no, not everyone, a lot of people on softs. And they're gonna do another, basically two-stop then. Because there's no way in hell that we need to stop again. But they can't make the softs last to the end, can they?
That was dangerous. Had to take averting action.
No problem.
Here we go. Hulkenberg up into the points. See if Magnussen also can get ahead.
Might need to pick up the pace a little bit.
Copy.
Gasly down in P13 currently. Behind Magnussen. Ocon ahead, but he's on softs. I'm really confused about what's going to happen with strategy. Hulkenberg, you need to make sure you stay ahead.
We're happy with you pushing. Let's use that K1.
Copy.
Albon is a pain in
I
my
don't
ass.
understand what's going on.
Keep pushing.
You need to be mode push.
Copy that.
Hulkenberg is down.
Tyres are quite hot, Kev.
Yeah, copy.
Hulkenberg, right around the outside.
Okay, back off.
Copy.
So, and we have DRS, we
Plenty
have
of
DRS.
K1
Come on,
available
get in,
if
get in,
needed.
get in.
Yeah.
We are up into P10 again. There we go. And we go back up.
Pick the pace back up.
Copy.
It'll be interesting to see if anyone does actually stop, because I just can't see them going to the end. Science will definitely make the end. Verstappen is on worn mediums, but I think they will last. They have dropped back quite a bit. Unfortunately, Magnussen is stuck. Let's top up his energy
Charge
whilst we're here.
Copy that.
Now Hulkenberg is getting back past Albon. Can Magnussen use it as well? He can't. "20 laps to go after this. Hulkenberg is peak
Tyre
confidence.
temps look good.
Copy.
We're gonna try and push past Albon next lap. One more lap of ERS saving. 18 laps to go after this one. See where we can go.
Mode push.
Copy.
Oh, we're gonna have to. He doesn't have DRS.
mode push.
Copy.
There we go, Magnussen. Oh, 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 oh. Another virtual safety car. We don't need to do that, but we can do that. I think Hulkenberg has...
Oh, we've had a crash.
I'm sorry.
Now just keep your eyes on Gasly here. Tries to get by. And the impact on the car, it's quite clear.
Whoops.
Teams will no doubt be very keen to establish the full extent of the damage.
I think he's out, right? Is... DRS is disabled.
VSC.
Hulkenberg gets 5 seconds, but that's not gonna do anything.
Gasly's hit the wall somewhere, not sure where. Just watch for debris on the track.
Is everyone okay?
Ocon's in. We're up to P9.
Virtual safety car ending.
Copy that.
Oh, come on. How is his tires? Not that bad, to be honest. Ocon is right behind us. His choice to box was not that bad. Because he's gonna get back to positions he lost under the stop. There we go. Up to P10, there's nothing we can do about that. Honestly, all we can do is just hold on for P10 now. Albon's tires should start to drop off. Let's simulate through. Multiple cars has crashed.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Let's see where. It's Verstappen and Alonso again. Oh, that's nothing. Oh, come on. Alonso has a penalty though, but that's not gonna affect us. But it will affect him. It will drop right down again. Magnus is defending very well from Albon, whose tires, yeah, might even pop at the end. We're on lap 57 out of 58. So 2 to go when crossing the line here.
Two more time laps.
Right, full push, full push.
Let's crack on.
Copy that.
See what we can do. You can see Albon is dropping right back. His tires are under the danger zone of 30. we could honestly see 1 or 2 punctures here. You can see how slow Albon is. Unfortunately, the tire wear came into effect too little too late. But it is
That's
going...
Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
Wait, what?
And there it is, a win for Charles.
Come on, Ferrari, let's go. But in the end, it's going to be P10. Not quite what we hoped for, but it is points once again for K-Mag. Brings him up to 2 points this season.
Okay, Kev, that's the checkered flag.
Albon takes P11. He looks very, very quick, Albon. In that Williams. Like I said before, could honestly see him in Haas. Bottas at P15.
Nico Hülkenberg with what can only be described as a disastrous outing.
They'll be very disappointed to have had their race end early. No driver wants that to happen, but now they just have to look forward.
And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today.
That gives them their first win of the season, and it was really well deserved.
Well, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park, but it was a thrilling weekend here for us all at the Australian Grand Prix. Now, Karun, I'd be really keen to know, how do you think the Haas team will be reflecting on today's results?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And that's about that for this weekend here in Melbourne.
Next time.
So Charles Leclerc actually wins in Australia. I did not see that coming, but I definitely take it. Max Verstappen gets P3 in the end, which I mean, that's not good, but it's not as bad. Lance Stroll once again beating his teammate, which makes that 3-0 to the Canadian. Alonso gets P9 and we were way too far back. But once again, we get a point. Albon did very well. De Vries, I was gonna say did very well, but he got 5 positions from people dying, so. Nico Hülkenberg gets, in the end, P16, of course DNF'd, which is a shame, but we take that. And moves on. Driver standings is still 15 points difference. Max Verstappen 65. Sergio Perez now on 50 points. Charles Leclerc up into second in the driver standings after a pretty bad race 1 and 2, especially race 2. It says it's 0 DNFs, but it definitely DNF'd. Carlos Sainz is 4th in the championship, 1 point behind his teammate. Stroll is now almost 30 points ahead of his teammates, 25 actually. Scoring 10 points ahead of Fernando Alonso's 3. Gasly is now 9th in the standings behind Ocon. And Hülkenberg and Magnussen both have a point each. Actually, I forgot. So Charles Leclerc wins. And Lando Norris. Let's go back here. Let's just screenshot that. And round 3, Zhou is now last in the championship. Will Piastri have a good outing? We solidify P6 in the standings with another point. Unfortunately, we're just not quick enough, unfortunately. Red Bull continues to lead, and Alfa Romeo continues to be last. Pit stop, we were actually in the top 10. We got P8 with Nico Hülkenberg with a 2.495. So that shows we're doing the right thing. So we definitely take that. Digital passes pit stop award. So we move up into P9 in those standings. Only 4 points, but we take that. Not far away at all now. 2.540 and 2.495. So that's good. So Nico Hülkenberg unfortunately crashed. Finances. We only have to pay a bonus to Kevin Magnussen, 45,000 for finishing in the top 10. I'm happy to pay out the bonuses if it means we score points. So, inbox, we have a lot of things to look at. So, we need to develop a new rear wing and a suspension because they failed the quality control, which I absolutely adore, by the way. And the chassis and front wing got destroyed as well, so we have a lot of things to do. And Australia races, we had Paul Aron win in Formula 3, and Iwasa win in Formula 2. Theo Berger again on the podium, very very nice. We'll have a look at that in a second. This is then car 1, and we have taken steps forward. We are now 9th, 6th in cornering. So we're definitely moving in the right direction. Finances we'll have a look at. Board confidence, medium confidence, I take that. Let's actually check that. Race performance, happy, delighted, delighted. So that's definitely long term. 2027 they want us to be a podium contender. We can do that. I like that. 25 days until driver development. Whoa! So K-Mag has gone up in defending to 77, but Hulkenberg has lost from 81 to 56. 56. He has gone up in defending, which is very nice. They're both very good at defending. Of course, Pietro Fittipaldi isn't improving, but he's 26 and a reserve driver. So let's see then. Aston Martin HQ upgrade. Race Simulator has been upgraded. My crack said da 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 da. Alfa Romeo. Huh. Here is the standings. I like this. I like this a lot. Makes it feel more alive once again. Now we need to we're gonna go to this chassis. Oh no, wait. Wait, are you telling me that oh no, install in car 2. Yeah, so we need to make more chassis. Inspection failed on rear wing, so we're just gonna replace that with a new one. We're gonna replace that one. So yeah, you're gonna need to make more parts, or make them more durable. Alright, I wonder if... So, Max Verstappen 91, 1990, 89. I wonder if anyone goes up. Norris is not interested in joining. Joe is not interested in joining even right now. Albon would be, if you like to see. Pusher 75. Oh yeah. So championship, let's check Formula 2 then. Drivers, Theo Pourchaire is still absolutely dominating it by 20 points. Which is to be expected, he is one of the best F2 drivers. Boschung is 3rd. Enzo Fittipaldi 4th. Jehan Daruvala is 5th. And Kushmaini has had a good couple of races, up into 6th. Arthur Leclerc. Dohan is struggling this season. Formula 3. Dino Beganovic is now 2nd. If you're wondering why I am keeping my eyes on him, it's because he's Swedish. Of course. So yeah. Car parts development. Menu. Oh, we need to upgrade our factory then. It's gonna be absolutely in car development facilities. Factory. Yeah. Up into 3. It was only 7 mil. I honestly expected more. But that's good. We can also design another set of side pods, and we're using up the final hours and wind tunnel hours as well, and we're optimize race performance. Balani, welcome to the show. You're actually joining us a bit at the end. Oh, someone's having a good time. But feel free to look back. Oh yeah, 5. So Baku is in 25 days. It's hopefully done for Miami. Yeah, we're rushing it so it's done for Miami. But yeah, I'm gonna round it out with the driver standings of Formula 1. Going through. But yeah, I will be back later tonight with the next episode, and hopefully I'm gonna do 2 races. So we have Azerbaijan, which is a sprint, and actually the calendar, circus, because I don't know, and Miami. So hopefully we'll do those 2 in the next episode. But Baku is definitely being done tonight. But until then, take care and a goodbye.